Somehow you'd always just seem so doomed to failure.
Oh, you are a black hole, and I'm gonna fuck you so bad you're gonna be coming out of your ears.
So many dreams.
I hope you fucking rot in hell.
Only I'd been raped as a child. Then I would know authenticity.
Hai more money.
To happiness.
So I watched this movie last night. I don't even know if I liked it. I just thought it was a strange movie, and I just wanted you to see it and get your thoughts on it. This was a movie that all the smart, intelligent, artsy kids loved when I was in high school, and it's been on my list for a really long time. And I'm happy I watched it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's very Gen X, very apathetic to life, but I don't know. We'll see. I think it plays a lot into what we've been talking about life, and not necessarily politics, but just about life and meaning and regret and sadness and happiness.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so this guy's getting dumped.
Yeah, he's not. I like this girl. I like this girl, Joy. I think she's the least disgusting person in the whole movie, even though she's one of the central characters. I don't know.
Okay, so it's one of those everything's horrible stories. People just keep encountering suffering and just tainted circumstances.
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
I just feel terrible. Yeah, and don't feel the need. I don't think this is a commentary movie. I'd rather just watch it and just if you feel anything, speak up. Don't feel the need to speak when you don't feel like it.
Okay.
There's this clock on the wall. I have to get out of here. It's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah. Man, that grandfather clock is really irritating to watch a movie with, huh?
Oh my god, it's horrible. It's beautiful though. It's a beautiful clock, but yeah.
Yeah. Every 15 minutes interrupting movie.
Yeah, the movie's definitely a comedy, but it's a dark comedy, but it's also very dry and gross and strange. Like, when I watched it, there were parts where I wanted to laugh, but I wasn't sure if I should be laughing, and other parts that I thought weren't that funny that I didn't laugh at, but I don't know. I do love him, though. I love Philip Seymour Hoffman. He died of a heroin overdose. It's a shame.
This guy did?
Yeah. He's the dad of the guy
A friend of mine did. He just...
Yeah.
A friend of mine died of either an opiate or a heroin overdose. I don't think I got like the perfectly accurate story, but he did some drugs that he used to do in a place that he took a break from after he ran out of money, and he moved back to, and must have tried to do, party the same way he used to. And
that's what they say.
that was it.
That's what they say. That's how you go. It's a shame.
Well, there's a theme so far of guys who are having trouble dating, it seems like.
Yeah. It's guys who are, it's people who are all sexually frustrated and strange.
This must be the girl.
Yeah. I love her too, Laura Flynn Boyle. She was in Twin Peaks. I don't know if you ever watched that show. I hate it. I hate Twin Peaks. But it's a show that wonderfully highlights the Pacific Northwest. I think that was like one of Muriel's favorite shows. Oh my god, I must have ruined the stream. I've been talking to you for like the past hour. You didn't hear any of that?
No, I've been wondering why you don't respond to what I was saying.
Oh, I
like,
feel so bad. It
movie.
looks like my phone was disconnected, was connected. I guess my phone was like, god damn it. No, whatever.
You got your own commentary recorded, I guess, though, right? What were you saying? You were just like, hello? Or
Well,
how long did you just start asking if I could hear you?
literally
I was
only
thinking
the
about
last... literally only the last... like, minute. This entire time I've been, like, making comments and you wouldn't say anything, and I'd just, like, I guess he has nothing to say.
I kept thinking, because I was making comments, so I kept thinking you, because I didn't hear you respond to my comments, so I was just like, oh, he wants me to just
Oh, I
watch the
feel...
movie and comment something, I guess.
God damn it. God damn it, dude. I'm so sorry.
No, I suspected that might have been what's going on, but I just figured you would be able to figure it out. I don't know.
I literally thought you were... I was like, I guess he's just really interested in the movie.
That's funny. Yeah, these people they're dealing with some really uncomfortable situations.
Yeah. I can't fucking believe it. That's so funny. No, it's called something. It's called continuity camera. That's what it says. When was the last time you heard me talk? Do you remember, like, the last thing you heard me say?
Let me think here.
It was, like, right in the beginning of the movie.
Well, it was like 15 minutes, 20 minutes in or something like that, where... See, by the time he was... That awkward dad was having the, like... awkward conversations with his son. I couldn't hear you for any of those. I think it was a little before the first one that we disconnected.
I saw your face when with the cum. Where Philip Seymour Hoffman comes on the wall and goes to put his... I saw your face go...
Yeah, I was like, oh, gross.
God damn it, dude. We could have been talking this whole time. I just thought you were so invested in the movie that I didn't want to disturb you. I was like, alright, he doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought about you.
God damn it. That's been going on for like an hour. Like half the movie has. I can't fucking believe it.
That's what happened to my recordings. Is either I like recorded the wrong window on my computer, or I have like echoey audio, or I like accidentally closed the recording without knowing it for some middle portion of a conversation. I screwed the other ones up, which was part of my motivation to not post those, but it's also just I don't know, I gotta get, like I was talking about before, I gotta get primed with something else, get going again. I haven't posted it in so long.
What did that kid say? Ronald Farber says his penis is 11 inches. You think that could be true? No.
Yeah, some of these scenes are really uncomfortable. All of these interactions are very uncomfortable.
Yeah. What do you think of the dad?
Well, the dad is like, what the fuck did he do in the middle of the night after he drugged everybody?
What do you think he did?
You think, based on the rest of the content, something sexually dark, I guess? Because he doesn't fuck his wife. So.
He definitely didn't fuck his wife.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah. Well, that's kind of what the implication was, right? That she's like, did we do it? I don't remember anything. He's like, yeah, that's a breath. He just drugs her and rapes her or something.
Yeah. Oh. What am I gonna do in post now? We're just gonna have an hour of silence with me going, wasn't that crazy? And then just sitting back and just being like, all right, Dan, like, wow, Dan fucking hates me, I guess. Like, kind of. He really does not want to play along.
That's what I thought you were doing too. I made like
A
10
lot
or
of
15 comments before I thought to myself. I like made a thought. I was like, damn, I gotta stop talking. If he's getting a pretty strong signal after the 15th time I've made a comment and gotten silence in return, I should just stop talking.
and
I like switched over to Discord a couple of times to see if you were even still in your chair. I'm like, did he leave?
it's so funny because
I was like, oh, okay.
right before I got the hunch that something was wrong, I look at the camera and go, hello, and you're watching the movie and I'm watching the stream on my laptop, so I'm like looking at the camera going, hello, David, hello. And you're just not doing anything, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
So your hypothesis is just, it's primarily that I'm ignoring you for a long time, and then you're like, wait a minute, there must be a technical issue.
Yeah. Because I said something and I was like, it was the only time I went, right, Dan, right? And you didn't respond. And I was like, something must be wrong. Wow.
Man, it's harder than you would think. Why is this so difficult? They should just have some kind of free
No,
podcasting that doesn't.
No, it's not difficult. My phone is connected to my laptop, and then instead of canceling out the connection, I just turned my phone off. It's a Mac thing. The phone.
My recordings, right? It's something I guess we're just, you got to get through these failure experiences to be like, oh, you got to watch out for this thing and that thing, and all these things. I messed my recordings up too.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah, that was just a dumb mistake.
So your phone connected and like became what, a new microphone or something, or like it?
What I think, because my phone can connect to my Mac, I think it said camera continuity, and I noticed like the camera app was like, I think it was gonna take pictures on my Mac, and then send them to the photo app on my phone. I don't know. It was
Gotcha.
whatever.
Where are you living, by the way? East
Where
Coast.
are they? They're in New Jersey. There you go. A bargain state.
Jersey.
You didn't hear what the girl said, or her sister said before? People don't believe I'm living in New Jersey. I'm living in a state of irony.
Yeah. Remember that.
Who's your favorite character so far?
I guess I like this girl like you like her. She's
I like
she's not
Joel.
horrible.
Right, I
That
know.
her sister, the worst.
Which one? The poet
This
or
person's
the?
like the other one who just like keeps gaslighting her into having low self-esteem.
Right, yeah.
Wow, I like the decor in there.
Yeah.
The like walls and the chair look cool.
I just love that line so much. He innocently goes, "So what did you do in Russia?" And he says, "I am a thief."
I am thief.
I am a thief. I was a
I
thief
steal
in
things
Russia.
on my own.
Did you ever see that miniseries Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the lead physicist guy who's like warning the general that they Jared Harris. I think he's a underrated actor. You don't really see him in a lot, but
His hair and mustache makes him look very different.
yeah, it does.
He looked so much nerdier in Chernobyl.
He did, yeah. He was also really great in Mad Men as the English ad executive who comes over from England and he just is a complete pussy and ends up killing himself in his office.
Yeah, I never got very deep into Mad Men. I watched the first 2 episodes a couple of times, really trying, and I don't know. Everybody else was just like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." But I was like, it gave me the impression of writing that would be pretty engaging for women, and I
You've
kept
said that
feeling
before,
like I
yeah.
was distracted from the coolness of Don Draper and his whatever his arc is gearing up to be. Felt, I don't know, I just couldn't get excited about the 3rd episode, so then it got beyond 2.
Yeah. It was great for the time, and I'm so happy I watched him. So many memories, but I can't watch it again. But he was great. That guy was great in it. He's just under so much pressure, and his wife is under so much pressure, and he like has the ad account for Jaguar that he brought over. I think he loses it. So like the characters are going to go see him in his office, and nobody's answering, and they try to open the door, but the door is like a little closed for some reason. So they push it open, and he's hanging there against the door because he killed himself in the office.
Shit.
Great character.
I feel like there's got to be a lot of these big shows. I've got to be missing something, right? They're so popular. I don't watch
TV.
Like Game of Thrones, never watched a single episode of that.
Yeah, but TV is such a waste of time these days. You know what I mean? Like, are you really gonna sit there and watch 20 hours of something? No.
Anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, exactly. Not anymore. That's why I love movies, you know. It's a concise piece of art made at one time. It starts, it ends. There's no...
It's long for so long.
Yeah, exactly. I like the closure. I like the intentionality. TV, it's too much like they want to get picked up for more seasons and run infinitely. You never... I don't like it anymore.
Yeah. Oh shit. This poor girl.
I know, poor Joey. Like, what's the last TV show you sat through and just watched the whole thing of?
maybe it was Chernobyl.
Maybe Chernobyl, yeah.
I watched almost all of that Alone show. I had somebody showing it to me at first, though, but I did watch most of what came with that. They like switched where they showed it or something at some point, and I lost track. But I'm not gonna buy a million streaming services to keep up with a show that should have been on the same platform for its entire production. You know,
Right.
streaming services are just, you know, I'm not gonna do that. Nope.
Right.
Oh shit. This guy. Oh no, dude. Oh god.
Isn't that horrible?
God.
Drugged his whole family so they wouldn't wake up so he could ass rape that kid in the living room.
He doesn't do it to all of them?
I don't think he raped all of them. I think he just raped the kid.
Okay.
I think he drugged them so they wouldn't wake up and find him raping the kid.
Right.
Oh yeah, I love Tamagotchi.
Yeah, I had one. I think I had a Reptar one at first, and then
Oh,
what else? What was the original one? It was just like a dog or something, right? Like a dog or a cat or a bird. They had those. I think we got some off-brand one. But my dad would never buy brand name toys, so we'd always get some kind of knock for it.
you know what's the fucking worst? When you wanted Legos and somebody got you Mega Blocks. You ever get those?
Luckily, my dad still had his Legos from like the early 70s or late 60s or something like that. But are you talking about the big Legos? Those never seemed that appealing.
No, not
Well,
not the big Legos. Those are like kids, like little kid Legos. I mean, there was an off-brand Lego called Mega Blocks.
no, I've never interacted with those. I never had Mega Blocks. You get Mega Blocks?
I got tons of Legos when I was a kid, but it was always so disappointing when somebody bought you Mega Blocks because they didn't fit with the Legos, and the Mega Blocks little guys looked all weird. It sucked.
Yeah, that would be disappointing. Wait, is that the kid who supposedly has the 11-inch penis?
Yeah. Because
Is he
his
trying to
son,
do that?
because his son just brought up in conversation that his parents are in Europe for a couple of days.
Oh no! Oh god, this guy, man. What is he even gonna do? Oh.
My father says he has an 11-inch penis. Could that be true? Oh. This movie just makes me depressed.
Huh?
This movie just makes me depressed.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
necessarily.
it's trying to get around to. It seems like it's trying to get around to revealing a whole bunch of stuff about things that are hidden about people's like psyche, what's important to them, and perhaps maybe they're going to comment on something about how these hidden elements, these like really awkward, uncomfortable elements of our lives get magnified in importance because of how focused you get on what to do about them because of how long you spend in paralysis about whatever, like horrible situation it is. And well, now I'm curious what they're going to end up saying about all of these, like, you're stuck in a situation like this guy. He's stuck in some situation where it's like he doesn't probably want to feel the way he feels, but he's just like, I just want to be alone and not to force the illnesses. I don't know. It's just kind of a hard conversation. It's a little less hard than the last thing, but
right, there's just a gnawing sense of emptiness and a lot of the characters' lives, the men's lives particularly, but I guess everybody's life. He goes to the doctor tells him you're perfectly healthy, and he just looks like upset.
yeah, I know, like he wants to die, I guess.
I don't think it's that he wants to die per se. I think it's just that he's older now and he did everything, and now there's just like his zest for life is totally gone. I don't know. This movie, if I was 13 and watching this, I'd feel it's very intelligent and wonderful and artsy. I think it's very interesting now, but I also feel this sort of subversive element from that time, late 90s movie, looking at the dark underbelly of suburbia. The dad's a pedophile. Really? But I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah, especially with the kind of problems that we have to think about in society these days, it really is a little bit more existential for working class people than just kind of like, the dream isn't everything they say it is. And I suppose that was beginning to be true around this time, but just not like it is now. I mean, now the illusion of the dream is really,
right.
Under what, or whatever you might say about it.
But it feels sort of like a chicken or the egg situation. Is the dream totally gone now because of people that acted like this? Or did people act like this because the dream was gone already? I think that's sort of an interesting frame to think about it. Like,
I think the dream is complicated. Like we've talked about before, nothing's quite the same as killing a bison and bringing it home to desperate tribes people.
Right.
You'll never have these little, prompts of philosophy where you're just like, why is experience such and such a way, no matter how I try to spice up this lifestyle or whatever the problem may be. It's the animals that do whatever they feel like at any point in time don't seem to have, you can't see it, you can't ask them, I guess, but it doesn't seem like they have the same struggles with philosophy and their existence and the meaning of it all. And I think it's because they just live a lifestyle that's a little closer to, well, I don't know, a lot of them don't. Maybe that hypothesis doesn't make any sense. But animals have dealt with environmental change, but just not so robustly, I guess. They haven't stuck around and evolved through constant rapid change the way that we have.
They seem to adapt. And a lot of people say that humans just adapt. And that is true, but humans also feel, it seems like we can exist without adapting. You know what I mean? It's like instead of, you see like a raccoon living in a suburban neighborhood eating garbage from trash cans instead of woodland things, adapts to society. But a human can just sort of drink and sit in a box all day watching things on the screen. And that's not really adapting. That's just, it's the opposite. You drown out any impulse to adapt and move forward and become something that gets its kicks off of reveling in the anxiety of not adapting. You know, you're like, oh, I wish I could be a better person, but I'm just gonna rape this kid instead. And then just come home to my family and pretend like, oh, everything's fine. I definitely don't rape kids. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, we have these little apartments.
Yeah, I forgot where you started with this. Were you saying you'd be getting the releases?
You were saying that the animals, they don't think about these complex philosophies. And I said, yeah, it's because they adapt. They assimilate and adapt quicker. Humans, our society is so comfortable and luxurious. You don't have to adapt. You could just be an anxious mess. You don't die.
They're not finding garbage is
You're
just
gonna
gonna
die.
start. It's not like, our ambitions are complex. Our competition is complex. It's not like the raccoon needs to keep looking for food in strange environments. It's like, it's not about looking for food for us. It's,
Right.
the food's gonna be there for most of our lifetime, I guess.
Right.
But it's just like fate determinability and upward mobility and the security of consumers and working people, and we're like welfare people, I guess, in the future. I'm not really sure what we can do about it, but the whole field of strategy is much more complex than the raccoons need to adapt. Find some assets and land and businesses and self-sustainability to carry you through a period of underemployment or something.
Well, people will be more like raccoons in the future. Wake up, dig around in the dumpster, take a nap, and just start it all again the next day.
That's what I think about it. Someday we'll have to have some kind of like peripheral economy when we, it just doesn't make sense to keep giving people universal basic income that rises rapidly to keep up with just an infinite production of consumer items that keep getting better. It just doesn't feel like what the hedge fund managers have planned.
Sure. Speaking of universal basic income, every 2 months Trump talks about a new check he wants to send out. Where the fuck's that check? Come on, Trump, hyperinflate the economy. Give me that $2,000. He's always saying,
I want him to wait for me to resolve my financial situation so that I can take advantage of the buy-in moment. Because you got to do it
Right.
before the checks start getting written.
Right,
Oh
exactly.
my God, I'm thinking about the silver thing.
Yeah, it is what it is. How much has it gone up since the beginning of last year?
Quadrupled since I wanted to buy it.
Nice.
Yeah, I could have bought. I was gonna go buy like thousands of dollars worth at $29 an ounce from
I remember that.
from marketplace, and I think today it was at $117 an ounce.
Oof.
frustrating.
Vampires hate silver. What?
Oh, I was just trying to read the ice cream.
Switch over to my other headphones. Hold on.
Oh shit. Ugh.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Oh no. Man. Jeez.
the whole movie you sort of feel bad for being this fat, ugly lady who just has a crush on him, but you know that she's just like, she's a murderer, chopped up the guy's body.
Yeah, didn't they? So I'm confused. They mentioned a dead doorman.
Yeah, she killed him.
But that they found him with his penis cut off, right?
Right. I don't know why she said
So
that.
I guess they're looking for her. They don't know who's doing it?
No, that was just a lie. She didn't cut his penis off. I don't know why she said that.
Oh, she was the one who gave... Okay, that's right. Never mind. So she's got some kind of self-deprecating habit that he somehow, like, uncannily repeated back to her on that random phone call, and that's gotten her interested.
Yeah, I think her life is just so perfect. And this creep just calls up and just awakens something in her, I think.
Hand is moving very slowly closer to her. Like imperceptibly slowly. He's moving over.
This is what it's like anytime I have a girl over.
I do. You gotta adjust through, like, you gotta get up and sit back down for something.
Exactly.
You know, like. Dang. Yeah, well, figures. Just gonna do a better job. Give her the performance she made.
Like, there are parts in this movie that I want to laugh at, but it's so pathetic and sad that it's, I don't know. To laugh would just make me feel like I'm laughing at myself in some way, but not in a positive, constructive way, just in like a self-deprecating way or something.
Or even more in a deceptive way, kind of playing off as if these, because these are very extreme problems most of these people have, obviously. Right. But, everybody's got some level of self-deception.
Sure.
Or like trying not to present in some way that feels in your nature or something. And it's pretty universally relatable that there's this element of life where there's a lot of just kind of friction and frustration about optimizing something and filtering for things. And what would you call it? You try to over procure your life, and it becomes less than it could be in some seemingly unavoidable way because you just won't stop seeking things.
Right.
Damn.
He's just like a piece of shit Russian immigrant.
Yeah. What the hell? Wow. Damn. Uh-oh. This is the really dark storyline. This is the one I've been waiting for them to get back to.
Yeah.
Oh. Now he's got a panic.
It's about other than being raped by somebody, this has got to be the worst situation to be in.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
It's really bad.
Yeah,
It's
just
like one of the worst, most.
It's not as socially alienating to do basically anything else.
Right. You could be a murderer and people would still be like, well, you served your time.
Yeah.
You don't have to legally tell people you're a murderer after you get out of prison.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
That's gotta feel not good.
Yeah, I imagine. Jeez. Holy fuck, dude.
When I was on the football team, there was this short, nerdy guy named Alex. And, you know, he was whatever. He's kind of a nerd. Nobody loved him, but, you know, he was whatever. Turns out his dad was, like, taking pictures of the boys' football team and, like, trading them online with other people. And last time I saw Alex, he was in like a scholarship to engineering school in Clemson. Last time I saw him, he had a big raggedy beard and was working at a gas station.
No.
I think it probably destroyed his life to see his father convicted.
Yeah, dang.
And then my mom ran into him up in P-Town.
She have anything to report?
No, but she just was surprised to see him because, you know.
With the dad? Or...
The dad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Man.
I would like to have a group of friends where no one's a pedophile. Wouldn't that be nice?
I know. It's something that you just kind of, you know it happens, but you don't want to think of it as being an insidiously lurking presence, you know what I mean? It's
I
like,
know.
think of Hollywood and Trump and stuff like that, not like
your neighbor.
Random people with secrets, you know, yeah.
Right. Oh, but I've seen some of those body cam videos where it's just like they visit the guy and he's just got like terabytes of child porn on like his external hard drive, and the wife is like, "Oh my God, what are you talking about?"
Yeah, the at my high school, the what was it? The woodshop teacher got caught like having a shitload of child porn downloaded on his like school office computer, which is just
that's crazy.
Idiotic. But that was in 2006, so it wasn't at a time when there was widespread. He was just like an old man who knew nothing about computers and did this awful thing and got locked up for a long time.
Yeah, but you think as a child, as a pedophile, you'd know. This can't just be. You know what I mean? Like, this is
I'm sure
dark.
he knew it was illegal, but it's just like, I don't. There's something about like old people and computers that they just like they don't even have the mental space to think all the way through stuff about them or something like that. It's just such a huge idiotic blunder that I can only imagine that it's some kind of old person ineptitude or something, right?
Maybe they want to get caught. Maybe it's a tremendous guilt. They just want to get caught, so they do something stupid like that. You like logging into the library computer, and you just scroll over to the pictures folder and open it, and you're like, oh my god, what is this?
Yeah, I wonder who found it at the school. I don't remember hearing any details about it other than just everybody was like, oh yeah, you remember the woodshop teacher got caught with all that child porn on the computer?
Oh my god.
That's all I ever ended up hearing about it. And then, what else was there? There was like, one of the wrestling coaches was teaching the boys to finger each other's butts to like scare the other wrestler. And what else happened? I guess I didn't know that wrestlers had cheerleaders, but there's like a cheerleading team that would sit on the like wrestling mats in middle school or something, and they all got herpes, and I guess it's just like, must have had herpes all over the wrestling mats was their excuse, but who knows what happened or whatever.
Oh my god.
I don't know, like, isn't there like a pretty high like well, no, I'm thinking of the other herpes virus. There's like a really high incidence of like one of them, but not the like genital herpes one, right?
Yeah, there's herpes,
which I assume is what they were talking about.
The bad one, and then herpes simplex, which is the more normal one.
Jeez. Now he's a weirdo. Because his dad wouldn't stop having awkward conversations with him.
Those were very awkward.
Yeah, that was... Wow, we've got 4 whole minutes of credits. It's over, huh? Dang. Yeah, so... It's called Happiness. They've got this song that they sing. And all these people are kind of like, shame seems to be the antithesis to happiness in this film's perspective, because everybody's got these like shameful situations. It's not just like despair or suffering, it's like everything is shameful and uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not misery porn, right? It's like just shameful, uncomfortable, terrible things.
Yeah, I found obviously the whole storyline about the rapist dad, the pedophile dad, is the most like impactful part of the story. It's like very captivating in the way that those true crime YouTube channels are, where you want to see people get interrogated. He's like telling his son these horrible facts, and it's like, oh god, imagine the gravity of being a child and your dad is this like monster who fucking, you know, like raped your friends, and you're like, you gonna rape me? Like, oh man. Yeah, pretty intense. And I can see, you know, there's just obvious gravitas to those types of storylines. But what do you think they're trying to say?
It feels like a very too cool for school Gen X apathy towards the lily white suburbs. That's what it feels like to me. That's not to get rid of its merit, but it's like Daria. You know what I mean? It's almost like a dark version of Daria. Jake.
Yeah.
Oh,
that guy kind of looked like the dad, the pedophile.
He did. Yeah, he did look like Jake.
Jake. I can't do a Helen voice. Jake. I My voice just won't enter that kind of like higher pitched but not falsetto area. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. It felt like almost an excoriation of family and normal life. I don't think it was that malicious, but I don't know.
it's less of a cultural criticism and more of a like Siddhartha-esque type story where everybody's got some kind of tribulation that keeps them from achieving a state of tranquility or something. Although again, that isn't lent specifically to this theme of shame. What's up with everybody being so pathetically shameful? Why are they the stars? Wait, no, the poet lady wasn't that shameful and the wife wasn't shameful. They were just like kind of like the wife was kind of an asshole to her sister, I guess.
The wife, obviously, her flaw was she put so much stock in her external life, but it turns out her husband is a monster. And if you paid attention to the sister, she wrote a book called, like, childhood pornography about getting molested. But then in the very next scene, her fault is that she doesn't have enough shame. She's complaining that she didn't get molested. She's like, why didn't I get molested? As if it would be like good for writing or something.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, so the poet girl is kind of the contrast to the, shame. It's like she achieved everything and there's emptiness in that. That is kind of what her monologue was at the brunch or whatever they were doing. So yeah, I guess they're trying to have dramatic examples of tribulations in contrast with that kind of emptiness of achievement, because maybe the point is that it's not about achievement and it's not about what? It's not like you can just, it's not like the pedophile rapist can just not feel shame. That's not the lesson. Everybody's terrible. Is that the lesson?
That's what it feels like. Again, it just feels subversive, right? Like, I think
everybody's terrible except the poet who's just bored.
Right. And she's terrible because
neither is good. It's just like boring still better than okay.
Right. And like Joy didn't do anything. She was just sort of a pushover, and she's just too innocent, and she broke up with the guy, but then he killed himself. She wants to help the refugees, but they're all fucking horrible. Can I ask you a favor? Yeah. I need to borrow some money. Yeah,
I'm just seeing your message asking if I can hear you.
Oh, nice. It feels subversive.
Yeah, and I would say that it's reasonable to criticize the dimensionality of the people are actually terrible. Look at these terrible people. Daria's got that same dimensionality, I guess, outside of Daria's insightful monologues. But so it's an exciting film that has a lot of like dramatic intrigue. It's a little bit subversive of people or society or culture or something. The suburbs. Are we missing anything?
Well, maybe to be on its side a little bit, I did enjoy the sort of like dark complexity of the characters, I did enjoy the secret lives of everybody.
Yeah, what I thought was interesting is it's just kind of exceptionally shameful and exceptionally hidden, uncomfortable situations. Same reason that those true crime videos are so entertaining is because it's, no other place you're going to get information like that. Nobody's going to just tell you stuff like that.
Right.
But in this movie they do. People just tell each other just horrible stuff. And that doesn't really happen. And there's intrigue in just the drama of it, but it's also just like, there's something that to be appreciated about somebody going ahead and going through the technicalities of depicting it. I think that it's done in a way that's emphasizing interesting parts of this type of drama. I'm on its side too. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
I still don't know how to feel. I think a good sign of a movie, even if you don't like it, I think a good sign is if you spend the whole day thinking about it still, like it still floats in your mind. So I gotta give it credit there.
Yeah.
From a political angle, very subversive, but I don't know, I still found myself thinking about it all day today while I was going about my life, and everybody has their secrets and their little shameful aspects of things, but I don't know. It's almost better to bury those things. There's sort of a common current in culture that getting everything out and being truthful, what do they call that? Like radical honesty and all that stuff is supposed to be like purifying for the soul, but I don't think so. I think it's better to just be...
Yeah, well, I think it works for the Scientologists, the way that they do that thing where they like detect secrets about you with the skin electrical readings machine, and then try to like tease you for your secrets and get all your anxiety out or whatever they're trying to do.
Right.
I don't think it works very well. They seem like really uptight people, but yeah, I don't know, let's see. So the character who just calls random people, I mean, yeah, he should just suppress that. What is that? No need for that. I guess everybody's going to end up where they end up. There are people like that, so I guess it's a thing. But yeah, doesn't need to put that out there or participate in it, really. It's not very helpful for him.
Well, I find his story very interesting, too, because he's very boring and very sexually frustrated, so he just like jacks off onto the wall and calls random people and like phone rapes them basically, and it almost seems like there's a turning point where he decides to give the fat ugly Mexican girl a chance because maybe he's been like too hard on her, maybe he's gonna turn his life around, and it turns out she's worse than him. Like, you have this sympathy. You have this sympathy for her because she's fat and ugly, but seems sort of sweet. And he's a gross monster, and he's better than her because at least he's not a murderer. Like she's harboring this dark secret that the doorman raped her, and then she killed him, and she's chopping up his body and slowly sending it out. It's like... It's horrible.
Yeah. Oh man, what a bunch of horrible secrets. Whose was the most benign? Who am I forgetting? Joy didn't really have any secrets.
No, she didn't have secrets. She was just a lover of life who her lack of agency just makes her fall into these terrible situations or something like that.
Her shame is letting herself get abused and taken advantage of, I guess. That
right.
doesn't feel good.
Yeah, but then the movie starts off with her breaking up with that guy for seemingly no reason. And then he kills himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess she gets shame from that. Not necessarily justified shame. So that's pretty benign compared to everybody else's thing. Got her and the old dude who just wants to be alone. What was the resolution on them? I don't remember.
The resolution was
Yeah.
in the first scene when he went to the doctor jokingly said, just lay off the salt. And at the final dinner scene, he's like really salting his food a lot.
Wants to die.
He just had enough, I think.
Just done with it. Yeah. Sad. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, sometimes life doesn't seem very gratifying. I always imagine the end of it when you're about to die and you're like, oh shit, I've got no time left. Which are going to be the like last few things that I appreciate? You must get into this state of just like, oh, but it's actually such a beautiful gift to have existed at all. And that's all frustrating, but it's so rich in experience and being. And you're this like privileged animal on this planet that there's such incredible mysteries about. We don't know what the fuck is going on here, and you're just here, meat wads wiggling around and thinking about stuff. It's an interesting gift to be here despite the frustrations of it all. I guess that perspective is kind of pacifying when I need it.
Yeah, this movie doesn't seem to share that perspective. It just shows like people coming and children coming and children being raped and women being raped and families breaking up. I don't know.
Yeah. What happened to the barber kid? Did he like...
I think the dad raped and killed him. I think so.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. What it seemed like. Wasn't answering the phone and shit. Man. Yeah, I like the intensity of the story, you know? It's like... It's just... captivating and dramatic.
So, what did you do in Russia?
I was thief.
Oh.